Good morning, everyone. Thanks for watching Fox 10 News on our Tuesday morning. It is September the 15th. I'm Eric Reynolds.
And I'm Sarah Wall. Good morning, everyone. We are continuing our team coverage of Hurricane Sally.
Meteorologist Michael White and Jennifer Lambers. They're standing by this morning in the Storm Tracker Center with the latest on the storm. Good morning, guys.
Good morning to the two of you, Eric and Sarah. And Jennifer is going to be jumping in very soon to talk about our wind threat as well as what's going on with the buoys offshore. Right now, first thing we want to jump into is where's the rain? Let's go to the radar and you can see for yourself. It's east of I-65 and close to the coast. That's where a lot of the rain is falling. Heaviest rain is closer to the coast near the center of Sally, which is well offshore. You go inland, you go off to the west, conditions are dry. They've been dry all night. Now, very heavy rain is falling in Gulf Shores and Loxley, but look at Baldwin County. Anyone south of Bay Minette is just getting rain soaked right now. Same thing for the Florida Panhandle from Chumuckla and Brad all the way down to Pensacola and Gulf Breeze. You're getting a lot of rain. Mobile County, not so much. Dauphin Island, you are. Bayou La Batre and Grand Bay, you are. But you head toward Dawes and West Mobile, and it really thins out quick. Downtown Mobile, you're getting a pretty good light shower, but you head up towards Saraland and things start going dry in a hurry. Sally was a Category 2 hurricane last night, and it looks like we would see, or it looked like at the time, we'd see winds get up to 110 miles an hour. Now that's off the board, and it's weakened in a big way down to 85-mile-an-hour maximum sustained winds, and it's not expected to re-strengthen between now and the time it makes landfall, which will happen tomorrow around midday. But it's still moving at a snail's pace, moving to the northwest at only 2 miles an hour. That means the flood threat and the storm surge threat is still very major because we're going to be east of the center, and look at how long it's going to take this thing to move ashore. That's when it weakens back to a tropical storm. That's tomorrow afternoon. And that'll happen on the Alabama-Mississippi state line. And then from this afternoon to tomorrow afternoon, you're not looking at a major movement, but this line represents where the center is projected to be for Sally, and that would be just to the east of Pascagoula. But that cone is still very large. What that means is there's a lot of model disagreement on where Sally will make landfall. It could happen where you see that line, or we could see that shift into Baldwin County, maybe even toward the Alabama-Florida line. That's all a possibility. Here's where we stand with our current temperatures right now. Mid-70s, breezy. Mobile, you got a northeast wind at 23. Pensacola, an east wind at 13, and the air is still humid. As far as your weather headlines, we're going to keep tracking Sally. Very muggy air in play. Weekend weather improves. But before we start talking more about that, we need to start talking about what's going on with those winds. Jennifer, we saw Mobile and Pensacola's, but what about the rest of the viewing area?
Yeah, Michael, so those sustained winds everywhere else, mainly picking up along the coastal areas. Dauphin Island right now, sustained winds at 38 miles per hour. Gulf Shores 23. Brookley Field at 26, but then up inland, Grove Hill only at 8 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and move offshore right now just to see what it is looking like at our Orange Beach buoy right now. Those sustained winds 34 miles per hour, but picking up on gusts at 58 miles per hour. So pretty gusty offshore. Let's go ahead and check back in with Michael White just for the latest track with Sally.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that, Jennifer. Well, as far as Sally, still a Category 1. We showed you the track that the wind threat is not going to be too terrible, but it is going to make a direct impact in our area, and the flood and storm surge threat major. We're going to talk about what the projected storm surge is going to be, what our Fox 10 Futurecast is going with for placement of the center when it makes landfall, and when we go dry and get some cooler air back in here. We'll dive into all of that a little later this hour.